Okay, today we're gonna face the fact, about what is happening to our world, what is happening in Singapore, and what is happening to our life. Let's go! Okay, so basically, you all know that, right? I think everyone have to face the fact that this COVID-19, right, is not going to leave us anytime. Okay, this virus is not going to leave us anytime. And to be frank, the vaccine may also take at least a few months to be out. So we have to face the fact that we cannot avoid this thing. And I think our government has put out a very good point, is that even if as a country, right, we manage to suppress the virus, we manage to control the virus, the factors in the external of our country, which is the other countries, will also affect us. For example, like the oil prices, etc. So this is something that we have to be careful and also be prepared for. So today's topic, we're going to talk about the do and don'ts on how you're going to manage your money, right, in this period of time. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is I did a topic on the government allowing you to defer your mortgage, right, to help you through these difficult times. Okay, I did a topic, but I didn't really explain it fully. So today I'm going to share more on all these topics on the money. Okay, of course, we are not going to touch on those very superficial thing like save money, don't spend money. I mean, everyone should know that you are not in this difficult time. You should save money, you should spend lesser, you should not overspend or spend on ridiculous things and all these things. So all these things we're going to cut the crap. Okay, we're going to touch on very specific matter on some of the relief that the government has provided us and whether is it necessary for you or not. Okay, so the first thing is like the deferred of the property mortgage loan. Okay, to be frank, right, a lot of you may have a lot of fear on what is going to happen in the next few months. So because of fear, right, you may think that maybe I should defer this payment, maybe I should defer that payment, etc. But you see, the mortgage ones, right, I feel that you have to think twice, because if you can afford it, right, and if you have saved up for the rainy days, you should be able to afford it. And if you can afford it, I would suggest you to afford it. Why? The reason is because by deferring it, you actually stack up your interest, you actually increase your interest payment. So it's not something that is free. Okay, so this one you have to think twice. Okay, and why am I saying all this is because, right, I realized that there's a lot of relief, like let's say income tax. I think for income tax, you also can send into IRAS and also get deferred. Deferred meaning that you don't pay now, you pay later. Insurance premium, I also did a topic on it, and I also talked about it, is that you don't pay now, you pay later, but you pay later is a lump sum later. So actually all this payment scheme is here to help you in a way, but is it necessary? Because you see, if today you defer it, then you feel very rich. Then when you feel very rich, you start to spend money on ridiculous stuff and things that you don't need. Then by deferring, it also doesn't mean that you don't need to pay now, or it also doesn't mean that like let's say today you don't pay, then just pay next month, or then it just delay. It's not, you say today you don't pay, 3 months later you got to pay what you don't pay in one lump sum. So that's how the insurance premium deferment works. And also I think the one on the income tax deferment, deferred means that you pay later, but you still need to pay. So it's not really reasonable in a way, you see, because we have to understand that we have to face the fact, like as of today, I think a lot of you, I'm not too sure, is it just me or everyone, we should face the fact that the virus is not going to go in the next few months. It's going to be here, it's going to be in our life at least for the couple of months to come. And the day that we really see it go away, maybe the day where the vaccine and cure is here. But as of now, I think we just have to live with it, continue with our life. One important thing, I don't think our life should stop or should slow down at any point. We should just keep up and improve ourselves on and off, spend more time with our family. Okay, I'm not gonna nag anymore. But you see, the thing is, a lot of you may think of like deferring this payment. But I just want to bring another thought to you, is that by deferring all this payment, it doesn't mean you don't need to pay. It means you pay later. And by paying later, you have a cost to it. So you have to understand what is the cost to it. Like the mortgage one is your interest, everything will stack up more. Then the insurance one is you have to pay one lump sum later. So or your installment may increase later on. So actually to me this is not a very reasonable, or it really helps you. Does it really helps you in the future? You got to think about it, because it's better that you start facing the fact now than you go and delay it. I mean, a lot of you, maybe by delaying it helps you because your money comes in later. Yes, if you have that necessary reason, then it makes sense. But if by delaying it, it just gives you one lump sum later, you see, it will eventually crash. It's like you take a loan, you know, then later you take a loan, then starting you pay, then everything stack up, then suddenly one lump sum ask you, hey, you need to pay 12,000 instead of like 3,000 every month. So it's something that you all have to think twice. I think in this period of time, the best thing is we have to face the fact that if you have saved up, then that's good. If you haven't saved up, you have to start saving up, because that's how the world is. You will never know what will happen to you, and today, in a very fair terms, it happens to everybody, meaning that this COVID-19 comes and it affects everybody. But of course, like the previous video, I talked about the unprecedented risks, like you fall sick or you get into an accident or you lost your job. All these things, right, is things that it happens to you. But today is fair, it happens to everybody together. So as a whole, we still have to accept the fact that if you have saved today, right, you are good to go. You know, so really think twice if you really need to defer all these payments or push all these payments behind, because if you don't need, you know, pay it, you know, don't make yourself feel rich and then you start spending money. Let yourself, and you see, by paying it, you would understand that you are rationing it, you are carefully managing your money. But if you deferred it, right, it means that if you have money yet you defer it, you will only see more money in your bank account, and you always think that, hey, you are rich, you know, you have enough. So you really have to think about that, because in terms of like money, right, I see a lot of property owners as well, a lot of investors, the mindset has to be correct on how you manage it. So that's it for today's video. I'm going to keep it short, but I hope this helps you. Instead of just deferring it and things that it helps you, sometimes by not deferring, it will also help you, and it actually helps you more because you save up all the interest that may not be necessary for you to defer. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I see you in the next episode. Hit the like button, subscribe button, and I see you again. Bye bye.